Bonjour, como soja ta onumsa. Vi misha fragrok as ein tagwell, a vi ag arver la scolona ella no lesh na moin. Vi she de gorgus sa dolama gogina scolena ella, agus ve a kind low for near Johnskinov.
So for the regionals, we decided to use a coffee can and the aluminium chassis that we were provided. And we found out that it wasn't working that well since it wasn't really that space efficient. So for the nationals, we decided to 3D print it, as we thought like this would give us like exactly what we wanted. So we went and as the school didn't have its own 3D printer, we sourced an external company called Hackett 3D. We gave them some of our schematics and then they programmed a 3D model of it, which worked really effectively for the nationals. And for the Europeans, we'll improve upon this model.
When we were designing the Arduino code, we tried to make it as least demanding as possible in order to maximize the amount of data that could be sent every second. Originally, we could send data 5 times a second, but now we might need to lower that so that we can have support for the accelerometer and the gyroscope.
So we're using a CanSat model called BMO055. Unfortunately, this does mean that we have a very steep learning in terms of programming, because the BMO055 has a few new libraries. Hopefully we can get over this and use the BMO055 to its full ability.
Ich bin Caroline und ich komme aus Deutschland und ja, ich bin Part des CanSat-Teams. Ich finde es sehr aufregend, dass wir in Deutschland die European Final haben, da ich gegen andere Deutsche in Deutschland für ein irisches Team antrete. Aber ich mache das sehr gerne, da ich meine Teamkollegen sehr gerne mag und wir sehr viel Spaß dabei hatten. We think the outreach part is really important because one of the aims of the whole project is raising awareness and interest in space science. So we split the outreach part into 2 parts. The educational outreach on one hand, where we go to local primary and secondary schools to give presentations and do workshops with them, but we also go abroad into our old schools all over the world and talk to them about CanSat. And on the other hand, we have the social media outreach with websites and accounts to show the whole world what CanSat is.
Hello, my name is Yu Park, and I'll talk about some of the weaknesses of the can. Well, the can was 3D printed and the shape and everything was perfect, except for that it was 60 grams underweight, and therefore we had to add in some blue tack to make it 300 grams, and that was actually a very good thing to do because blue tack we were able to distribute the weights equally. And another weakness of our can was that a small part broke off, which was the antenna. And because we think that it was because of like the landing shock, and we were thinking of making some parts thicker so that it can absorb the shock.
Vi har landskeina le forbetagam, mar hampla skeina benu soka kumersoja, skeina bonish tiakta alma agus alon ella. Vi she an tawag da lumsa, an ein venin a kaku, mar dainta na ferna, vi misha an ner vi shock e kind le grupi mora.
Hola, me llamo Teresa, soy del País Vasco, España, y estoy súper emocionada de trabajar en este gran proyecto porque es una oportunidad súper buena que nos han dado y tenemos muchísimas ganas de ir a Alemania y hacerlo todo lo bien que podamos.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Léonard Lopez, donc j'étais responsable de la calibration du CanSat. Donc je viens de France, je viens d'une ville juste à côté de Bordeaux qui s'appelle La Rochelle. Donc je suis venu ici à Columba pour étudier, me faire des nouveaux amis. Voilà, je suis très content de l'expérience que je vis ici. Je pense que c'est très important d'avoir des amis comme ça qui sont un petit peu partout dans le monde parce que ça va nous permettre d'avoir des liens très, très forts dans le futur entre les différents pays du monde. Je pense que c'est très important, surtout en sciences, parce que j'ai envie de travailler dans l'univers de la science plus tard. Et je pense que oui, c'est assez important d'avoir des amis qui peuvent venir d'autres pays pour apporter de nouvelles choses et des nouvelles idées. I was responsible of the calibration part of the CanSat. So first we calibrated the thermistor, For our first testing, we had a small problem with our radio link, so we had to change it. But first, we did a calibration by using Logger Pro, and we connected the Arduino to the breadboard and to the computer to do the first calibration. We calibrated by using a hairdryer and an ice bath. After we changed our radio link, so it worked way better, and we got much better results. We used also Logger Pro for the second one, but this time we used the fridge and also the room temperature. For our pressure sensor, we downloaded an app on our phone, to a barometric app, and also a GPS. So like we were starting from the college, and after we were driving up to the mountain or down to sea level, and we were doing calibration by measuring, by comparing the result of the Arduino and the result of the barometric app, and also the GPS to know the elevation. So that's how we knew the pressure. Also, we got a light dependent resistor, and we used our sunlight and also the bulb light in the science lab to calibrate it. We also got new devices, but we didn't calibrate them yet because we just started to measuring them, and we want to be able to know them really well. We don't want to make any mistakes. We're getting an MQ5 gas sensor. So we're also getting IMU, so it's an inertial measurement unit.
Nire eginkizuna social media arduraduna da. Eskualde eta nazio lehiaketetan zehar argazkiak eta bideoak hartu behar izan nituen, eta gero Facebook, Instagram, Twitter eta gure blogean argitaratu behar izan nituen.
So since the regionals, we came up with a lot of different models for the parachute to see what works best and different designs. We found out in the regionals that the parachute tangled a lot when it was in air, so we added a net onto it to allow it to be tangle-proof, to keep the cords separate, and this worked really well. But for the Europeans, we decided to abandon this concept completely to have a different parachute for what we're planning to do.
And the different parachute we're thinking of is this crescent-shaped parachute, and what this will allow us to do is we will be able to do self-guiding. And right now, currently, we are doing many prototypes, and we're testing out different things.
Nuair hasimer CanSat dús, ní raibh na reward gwyn a céile, agus rud go bhfuilmid ag obair le céile tamil fada inis. Rinne muid cardias loidir.
This has been both I suppose, a challenging and a rewarding experience over the past few months. The pupils have been excellent in terms of their commitment on top of all the other activities that they do in transition year. For me, it's been wonderful to see how they have grown as individuals, how they've grown in confidence, their skill and understanding of technology, and also their ability to speak and communicate all about technology. I'm really looking forward to taking the team to Bremen. I think it's going to be an experience of a lifetime, and I hope that the effort and the work that they've put in will be rewarded. I think it's already been rewarded.
Tamid go lyric sú, and no le bua I go mortis na horpa. Bíon muid ag obair go gian era Johnsconov, agus le cúnamh dé, bé muid is still a chance mop.